the 2022 Rogue Invitational is come and gone.
Done and dusted.
We left it very late yesterday to record a video, like we commented underneath the last video.
Yep.
Video did very well for the time that we did post up at. So
lots of comments, very good.
Which is what we asked for.
But most of the comments agree with us.
Yes. Which look, it's fair. It is fair.
Someone said that Martin's post on his YouTube channel the other angle of his dumbbell press, and apparently the other angle looked a bit better.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Unless the angle is like this side of it.
I don't know which angle he was talking about, but I'll have a look. Yeah. But I still think there was no rep.
Yeah. So like the first day when we had controversy, and the second day again we have some more controversy.
Yes.
Again with Martin's LICIS, and I would include Trey Mitchell in this.
Trey Mitchell as well. In what way? What do you mean?
I mean in the way that I feel that he was robbed.
Rep was disallowed.
Yeah.
I think it was a good call.
Well, the way I look at it is that if the other reps were given the way they were given, I think he completed it. I know he didn't wait for the down signal. Which is obviously the rule.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it could have been a late
I think signal. The key was to this event what Mr. Hooper did.
Yeah.
You have to have a very good yoke so you don't waste any energy.
Yeah.
You don't over sort of too much. You don't put too much pressure on your nervous system. And then when it comes to log, this event he just smoked it. Yeah. You know, it was a perfect event for him.
Yeah. Anyway, so that is the second event of day 2. However, we'll start with the very first event, which is the Rogue coaster. Again, like we said about the deadlift yesterday.
Yeah.
An unreal size piece of equipment.
Yeah.
Unbelievable what Rogue actually made. Mm-hmm. It's absolutely incredible. The idea of a Rogue coaster, like you were saying yesterday, it's an arm over arm event. Basically, you're pulling a weight up a 54-inch incline up this incredible size of piece of equipment with a 90-second time cap.
Yeah, and the results were pretty good, and the event looked really good on TV as well. I think it was, all in all, a very successful event from Rogue, you know?
I think it's very well done, and like you were saying yesterday, I think the live stream is incredible. The quality of the live stream, everything about the live stream is just unbelievable. I think that is like setting a standard for what the actual strongman event should be from now on.
The only problem is like if you want to watch strongman, you have to like set your times when they're competing.
Yes.
Yeah. So the second event was done at 10 o'clock in the evening in Ireland. So, and the third one I didn't even see the third one.
Yeah, I couldn't, like you were saying. We were talking earlier. Yeah. We couldn't actually see the event on the YouTube itself. So
so we don't know what's going on, but something really happened, and especially with the one guy, which seems like had a really bad weekend.
Yeah. So the person we were talking about is the guy we were saying about controversy all weekend, and that is Martin's LICIS. So now, like I said yesterday, he is now the former Rogue Invitational champion. Someone that last year blew us away after coming back after his tailbone injury and everything that he went through for say rehabilitation for injuries and stuff like that. Last year he was untouchable.
Last year he was untouchable. This year he came in even bigger than he was last year, and I think that's what backfired on him. You know,
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Yesterday when we were actually looking at the stream, you were saying like, "Whoa, he's big.
He looked big. His midsection was really big.
You can just see it even in his face. Everything about him. He just looks uncomfortable.
I think even the first warning signs were when he was doing deadlift.
Yeah. And
like on the 10th attempt of 410 kilos, there's something he just gave up straight away. Usually he's not that type of the strongman. Usually he tries to fight it off, but he didn't even try to sort of go back at it. And it looked very like, to me, it was maybe one of the signs that he, like, his stamina and performance wasn't there for him this weekend.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. But like you're saying on the roller coaster, Martin's LICIS actually came back with the win of the event. So we thought started day 2, it could have been different.
It could have been different. He used such a different technique than the rest of the guys.
Yeah.
He used very short sort of strokes, and the rope in the back, the assistants were holding the rope pretty tight as well on him. So it was pretty good time. Like he won it, but his technique was so much different from the rest of the guys, you know.
But it's like we've seen before in any event when it comes to that, you have to keep tension on the rope.
Yes.
You said this countless times. Mateusz Kiełkowski, great example of how he does it. Keep tension on the rope constantly. Don't lose any slack.
Yeah, that's why he's so good, Mateusz. That's why he's so good at bus pulls, plane pulls, any pulling event, just because he's so low and he's constantly keeping that tension on the rope, you know.
So like we're saying, LICIS came away with the win for the roller coaster, taking 10 points. In second, then we had Pavlo Nekanichny, and then in third we had his Ukrainian counterpart in Alexei Novikov.
Novikov is such a technician. He's this guy didn't do very well early in the year in Show Classic. He finished only 4th place, I believe. So, and this time he came in really prepared. He seems like he looked more rested, and he did really well in that event, like in any other event in this competition. Like, you know, you've always finished top 5 in every single event, pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
And again, over and over again, we're going to repeat ourselves. That's how you win the competition.
It's not being the greatest at one event, it's been good at every one of them.
Yes.
So then after the roller coaster, we had the yoke and log medley. So the yoke was a 1,000-pound yoke, and we had 3 logs each. Well, one, obviously, 3 lifts of 360 pounds. So basically, the idea is start the event, yoke to the end of the course, straight onto the log. Obviously, fastest time wins.
The weirdest thing, like before that event, I thought the log is not heavy enough.
Yeah, I did. When I heard
360, 160. I was like, it's not that heavy, you know. But I was wrong.
Super heavy.
Yes, it wasn't heavy only for one person.
Yeah.
For rest of the guys, it was pretty heavy, and I think it's to do with the yoke.
Yeah.
Because when you're carrying the yoke, there's so much compression in your spine, you know, and in your nervous system. And then when you
release,
when you go back into overhead, and we've seen that with Trey Mitchell as well. The first rep, he couldn't lock it out. It seems like he was so stiff that he couldn't push the weight over.
I did feel, this is what I was saying earlier on, I did think Trey locked it out. I just don't think he waited for the down signal. That's why
he did lock it out, but it was like he needed to keep that for a second.
Another second more.
Yeah.
So Big Laws was even saying himself, when they were counting the reps, the scene, they were like, is he going for a 4th rep?
And
then they asked themselves, like, oh, maybe the first one wasn't
disallowed.
So that's where you come to it, and I say, like, I feel like maybe it could have been, like, he would have been a bit quicker. He would have beat Bobby Thompson's time, which would have given him an extra 2 points. And then you look at Martin's LICIS. Again, with controversy, this is where coming.
His second rep. Yes.
Not even close.
No, I don't know. Like, again, it is referee's mistake because his legs weren't in line.
His arms weren't really locked out.
Yes, it just, you know, and he was given that rep, and it did cost points to someone else. You know, so I don't know. It is,
look, like there was one commenter said, it is what it is. You can't go retrospectively. That's just it. Like, at the end of the day, the call is the call.
It is called a call, but like 2 bad calls in such a big competition that
for
people...
one athlete.
Yes. It's just... Is there a conspiracy there?
Maybe.
I don't know. You know, like, did they really wanted to see Martins win it? I don't think it's the case. I think it's just maybe... referee wasn't having like Martins the best weekend of his life, you know, when it comes to refereeing, and Martins when it comes to competing.
So, but like we were saying, like that was the big controversy of day 2 was LICIS with the log, and the kind of downside of it is that it kind of took away from Mitch Hooper.
Yes,
Mitch Hooper, 32 seconds,
blitzed the course,
a super heavy yoke, and then he did 3 reps of a log in 32 seconds.
That's the key. That's the key in this specific event is to have a very strong yoke.
10 seconds.
Yes, 10 seconds. And we knew like he has, at the moment, maybe he has even the best yoke in the world. He's the best.
Without I'd say,
I can't see anyone.
When it comes to the world's strongest man this year as well, the same thing.
Yes.
The neck boxes.
Unbelievable. So he just smoked the course. So I think he's the best yoke carry guy in the world at the moment. And it really worked out so well for him in this event, you know? And his log is usually not his best event, but because he really dominated the yoke, his log was easy as well. But one of the best log lifts of all the guys, you know.
But then when you look at the actual final scores, say for that event, it shows. So Mitch Hooper, who was an incredible yoke, finished in 1st place. Then in second place, you had Maxime Boudreau, who holds Canada's log lift record.
Yeah.
So there you go, a great log lifter. He was like one motion and 2 logs at a time.
2 of them, yeah.
And then you have Bobby Thompson, who came in third with 8 points, who has the American world log lift record.
Yeah. It's just like for the max weight, maybe Bobby Thompson is the best, but Trey Mitchell is up there as well.
Yeah.
You know, like in Shaw Classic, he was the only one who was able to press 200 kilos log, I think, twice.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Great
yeah. And in Shaw Classic, maybe the events are more static events.
Yeah.
So it suited him a little bit better. But you can see he's in this competition, he knew that he needs to be a little bit lighter, and he did come in a little bit lighter.
Yeah, for the athleticism.
Yeah. This specific competition, Rogue Invitational, is really suited Novikov. Like, really. Like, it was his event, arm over arm, Husafel carry. That's his bread and butter.
Like for Nakanichny as well, who were saying, like, again, an athletic guy, just on the yoke and medley, he just fell apart.
He needs more experience. You can see when he was carrying the yoke, he didn't know what he was doing. He was moving through his knees more, and he wasn't using his hips.
Very unstable.
Very, like, he needs more experience. That's it.
Yeah.
I think in 2 years' time, he'll be very dangerous guy, you know.
So that was the yoke and log medley, and then we're on to the final event of the strongman part of the Rogue Invitational for 2022, and that was the inverse stones. The stone over hitching post then had 5 stones. The first one went 275, the next went 300, 365, 400 pounds, and then 420 pounds, which is So when it came to the stones, again there was a bit of an upset for LICIS. Again, we think that the weight is just not suiting.
No, I didn't like last year. He was the best at this event, and this year I have no footage, so I don't know what exactly happened to him. He even during the yoke medley event, yoke and log, he looked gassed. He looked gassed. He looked dizzy. He looked like very weak at the end of this event, and. Again, is it the case that he has so much more, or not so much more, maybe, I don't know, but he looks heavy.
He looks heavier compared to what he was last year.
So basically, on what Lalas was saying that he looked really heavy. They don't know how much heavier he was than he was last year, but he even in person, he looked very heavy. So maybe he's not used to that body weight. Maybe he needed more oxygen for that kind of muscle mass, and in general, like it didn't really play out very well for him.
I agree, 100%. For that event, anyway, like you were saying, Trey Mitchell came home with 5 stones, 23 seconds. Mitchell Hooper then second with 5 stones at 27 seconds, and then Alexei Novikov, the then champion, 5 stones in 29 seconds.
29 seconds, and Novikov bounced back pretty well again. From, like I said, from the start of the year, you know, and he deserves to win it.
He deserved. Again, like you're saying, he finished in realistically the top 4. Every event.
In every event,
which is incredible.
That's the way to go.
That's the way to do it.
It is.
Alexei Novikov now walking home with the 2022 Rogue Invitational Championship and $112,000 in his back pocket.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Not too bad for 2 days work.
No, it's not too bad. Even for top 3 guys made loads of money on this.
Which, look, again, that's why it's so popular. You have to give the athletes the money.
If it stays that way, I think nobody will complain.
No, nobody will complain. It'll become one of the top competitions without a doubt.
It is one of the top competitions already, and I think it's in a competition with World's Strongest Man and Arnold Classic. Yes,
unbelievable. Great weekend. Great footage, everything like we're saying. The live stream was good, the equipment was good, the athletes were absolutely fantastic. Like you're saying, a bit of controversy as well. So basically, an all-round weekend when it comes to strongman. We loved making the videos. Like always, we're back making the videos now after some time off. But so I'm delighted to be back making the videos.
I am too.
I'm so happy to see that everyone was commenting, especially on the last video. The video did a lot better than what I thought it was going to do. But look forward to more videos. We're going to be posting them like we used to regularly enough. But always make sure, if you haven't already, liked the video. If you haven't, like we always love, comment on the video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and if you already are subscribed, press the bell icon. Keeps you up to date with everything that's Lalas Brothers. But like usual, we'll see you in the next video.
See you later.